Hi guys. So yeah, I said I'd do a video on what I've been going on this week, right? The use of the whites. Okay, it's going to be a two-part. A two-part. It's one video, but there's two main parts to it, right? Because Sam brought up about the disappearing whites, HA whites, that is. Okay, I'll show you Sam how to um, how to trade that kind of area, right? You're gonna love this, guys. By the way, Stephanie, this is for you as well. Okay, hands out, of course. And Thor. Um, right. So, first of all, let's. I just want to, go over what I've kind of said this week about, you know, using the whites as confirmation. Okay, the 5 minute, the 15 minute. Um, with blues. Basically, use them with blues. That's the way to use them. All right. So I'm going to be flicking through quite quickly on this, but once it's confirmed. I mean, look at this. This is confirmed here. You had blues, LTBB bands, blues. Definitely got 5 minute, and then you get the 15 minute, and then look. I mean, look at the 5 minute time frame. It's just gone, 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 gone. Okay. HA charts are a bit different now, but I'll show you that in a later recording. Okay, I just want to, you know, kind of go over this again so that everybody understands. All right. Anyway, well, let's flip through, get through right to a point where we get the reversal. Right, there's a 5 white here with blues, LT 1 hour BB band break, 4 hour orange line, not far off the flip down as well on the 4 hour. Right, so what I'm suggesting here, guys, is you can, I'll just pause it, that you can trade against a 5 way. It's up to you. You might say no, and a blue. All right. Again, it's down to you. You might say no, I'll wait because look, right. If you do the system and trade this system the way I say, um, and use the momentum the way I say as well. I'm gonna get to that shortly. Okay, uh, you're gonna win your day. There's no two ways about it. You cannot lose your day doing what I tell you today. Okay, so you don't need to be taking these risky trades. You could ignore it and just say, no, I'll wait, like Hans did on Friday. He waited for it to reverse, and then he reaped the benefit of that. Okay, what you should be aiming for, guys, uh, is what you should use as a really, really, really good example of what to aim for is Darwin. Okay, Darwin, magnificent, mate. Absolutely chuffed to bits for you, mate. Chuffed to bits. Um, and yeah, that's what you should be aiming for. And Darwin's not over trading. He's taking absolute trades. Okay. Sometimes it's against the flow, but whatever system he's using for entry, I think it's momentum. Right, it's working for him, guys. I mean, since he's been back, I don't think he's had 10 losses. I don't think he has. I think the only time I can recall Darwin having losses was that day where he did 10-2. You know, so I think this is the way everyone should trade anyway now. But that should be your goal, guys. All right, so again, you don't have to take the riskier trades. But anyway, this video is just showing you what will happen. You've got the blues, 5 minute whites in, stop trading, looking for confirmation. 15 white. Okay, so confirmation. All right, now then, two ways you can do this. You can start thinking of trading down now because of this, but as Stephanie pointed out on Friday, sometimes when the 15 white appears, there's still a big move against it before it gets going. Okay, and you'll probably see that as we go along. So, the other way is to wait for this line to turn red. Okay, it's green at the moment, so you might not be taking this second move down here. Alright. What I will say, guys, is if you get HA yellows, these are great entries, HA yellows, because then you're looking for the HA white. You're not going to see it on this recording because the HA whites weren't on. Okay, but you will see it on the later recordings. Alright, but anyway, I'm just going to crack on, alright, and show you. Right, there you go. You see it? Confirmed. That one down there. If I were Sergeant Pippa, right, that would be my first trade. Right, once it was confirmed by the 15 white. You had blues, LTBB band, 5-minute white appeared, you stopped trading up. Okay, 15-minute white appeared, you started trading down. Okay, flip down HABB band, HA yellow, bang. It's probably just short of 50 pips, but this is prior to opening bell, alright, which generates quite a lot of volume. Alright, so anyway, again, we're just going to crack on. There was your opening bell. Oh, Jesus. Okay. This will take some time now to sort itself out because of that massive move. Alright, so I'm going to just fast forward here. Right, oh, I went too far because I wanted to get to the point here. You see your whites will have disappeared. Oh, basically this one's still here, but like the 15 disappeared because of that massive move. Alright, but generally I know what's going to happen here. You've flipped down 4L BB ban, you've broke, it's coming down, so I knew this was coming down anyway. You don't have to trade it, but when I show you how to use momentum, similar to Igor, similar to how Giant's using it at the moment, in a moment with the HA whites on the other recording, you'll understand that you could have perhaps attempted the down here. Just out of interest, if you look here, look, the line changed colour. Look at this. 1, 2, 3 already. Okay, 3 trades there since the line changed colour. This is why I'm saying, guys, if you're ever unsure at the reversal, just wait. Okay, so anyway, let's move on. There was another one there as well. And yeah, you had that one. Okay, but anyway, line's going to turn red now, one would suspect. Well, it's still green for the pullback. This is kind of what I'm saying about the news here. Guys, it does happen when you get a big jolt, you get a market going back to where it came from. The reason for that is because the market's like, no, you don't, you should be there. But basically the way to look at it is broke 4L BB band. Anyway. Right, so again, your whites are not playing the game they should be at the moment because of the moves. Alright, but they will appear again later and again. Look, this one flowing quite beautifully. Look. Other thing is, only take HA trades from the HA blue line or the HA BB bands. Okay, sometimes it goes through, fine, that's alright. Alright? But don't take it like, like here. You see that? It went green and then it went red. Just do not even try and attempt that down. Okay, because it'll just go against you. Alright? And HA yellows, like I say, guys, they are... what you have to understand about the HA yellows, right, is they are effectively blues, right? Blues tell you I'm going to reverse. 15-minute time frame said I'm getting ready to reverse now. Okay? HA yellows, which are blues, I am reversing this minute because that's what it is, 1 minute candle. Okay, so really it's just momentum with that, and whether you use the Renko whites for your momentum or actual momentum flashing is entirely up to you. Alright, anyway, we'll crack on because I just want to highlight that. You see how the 15 white were late, guys? You know, but I mean, you've got a good example up here of it. 1 hour BB band, 5 minute white appeared, 15 minute white appeared, confirms it. Line turned red, and look what happened then. Bang, 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 bang. Do you understand what I'm saying, guys? So trying to get a trade in here, like the second move that I showed you before, over here, not needed. Not needed. Okay, you can wait, you can be patient. All right, and again, look, the blue line here. Boom, boom. Okay, so yeah, right, we're going to get to a point because I need to explain something to everybody. Sometimes this happens. All right, sometimes it goes like this, and there's just nothing that can be done about it. Right, the line not changing color on the 5 minute time frame. Okay, and you're going to see the difference between it here now. Okay, because you get very similar setups, right? So you had this. That was, you know, a go with the flow trade. You could have taken that no problem, right? HA yellow up there, as you can see, right? But what I wanted to point out when we get to it, I'll just show you. Eventually, the Nasdaq will turn. There's your 5 white, 15 white's already in. It might disappear and then move over here. Okay, no problem. LT outside daily. So, you know, when this goes, it's going to go big. All right. Looking like it might be going now. Right. Above the line here. Probably going to turn green, this line now. Right. But keep an eye on the Dow, even though it's got a similar setup. Look, blues, the 2 whites. Okay. You know, this line twitches or stays red for a long, long time. Right. Now, how do you deal with that? Well, you pick a direction. And so you've got to say, all right, the line's still red, so I'll just take the down trade. So, you know, you'd have been looking at that one there, that one there, that one there, that one there, and you know, even this one now you'd be thinking, okay, or you go with the coloured candles on the new HA charts, all right, because they would have been all red as well. So again, that's just another one. Stick with the bias, basically. That's what MT is trying to explain about the coloured candles. Okay, but the whites for me at the moment are should be everybody's priority in learning how to trade this system. Okay, because they confirm what the blues are telling you. Line turn green here. Right, this is why I say Hanzo. I know you don't like having to choose between the Dow and the Nasdaq, mate. But if you had them both set up, okay, and your charts like I do, then you'd have been looking at this system now. Okay, the 15 whites disappeared. It'll come back. And the reason I know that happens is because rule 2's in. Look, right, that's why I know the fact 15 white will come back. Okay, to me the 15 white's there now, Hans, because rule 2 overrides any need for to worry about whether the white's there or not. Okay, right, so lost my train of thought there, but anyway, so now, you know, you'd have pretty clear idea of what's going to go on with the Nasdaq. Okay, and like I said, you're outside daily, this is going up. Okay, so HA yellow there. Right, so this will bring me now to it's pretty obvious what I'm saying, guys, about you know, learning how to use the whites with the blues. You get the blues, the 15 blues, the 1 hour blues, they appear because you're breaking LTBB bands, okay? So they're telling you that, you know, I'm getting ready to reverse basically. So then you're just using the 5 white, which will stop you trading against the blue, all right? And then when the 15 white comes, it's literally confirming that rule 2 is coming. Okay, now rule 2, as I've been saying for a while, you can consider the coloured line. Do you understand? So rule 2 wasn't in on the Dow as yet, where it was on the Nasdaq. Okay, right, so we're all clear on that. Okay, now let's get to the really important part. All right, the entries and how do we sort out, um, how do we know, or how do we deal with the disappearing HA whites, which I'm going to put on in a minute. I'm going to show you quite a few examples of it, right? But first of all, again, I'm just going to show you, Hanzo, what happens. And guys, I know I'm talking to Hans a lot, but I'm talking to you all, you know. Look at that. Because you created rule 2, it comes back to the 15-minute orange line, and bam. Right, so what this is important for Sergeant Pipper, right? Because Sarge would have attempted this one here. See it on the 5-minute time frame? Okay, here, I think he did. I'm pretty sure he said, yeah, I lost that one there, right? But basically, for me, Sarge, once, you know, rule 2 is created on the 15-minute time frame, then your next trade should be the pullback to the 15-minute orange line, okay, which would have been this one here, mate. But saying that, Sarge, you know, I'm going to show you in a minute how to just get out if you're not sure. All right. Anyway, let's crack on through this video. Oops. Eventually, as I say, the Dow turned Hanzo, you know, but this one was clearer earlier. You see it? Look at the time. Right. And there was that 15 white, by the way. It just, you know, once rule 2's in, it's there for me. Another trade. Right, and then possibly, because of the 5 white, 1 hour orange line, you might get some down move here now. Right, but there's still more up after that for me. Because you're outside daily, it's 4 hour orange line. You know how I feel about that. But anyway, we're off that recording. Because I just want to show you something on my own charts, right? This was Friday, okay? This blue line is the coloured line, all right? There was a 5-minute white here, okay? 15-minute white appeared at some point, right? But do you see how I was trying to point out that you wait out the 15-minute orange line bounce before you attempt a trade up with the 15 white? Because that can always happen, and that could have come down here. All right, so then, you know, beauty of a trade. Now, I want to point out this trade here, right, and then this one here, okay? This one, 14, 40, yep, is here, right? So you're in with a HA, what do you call it? HA yellow. Right, it's gone up, 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 up. You might have got a HA white here. Okay, so how do you, I mean, it's a big enough trade that anyway. I mean, you're looking 180 pip move there. So you should have just thought to yourself, I'll take that. You know, basically, what I'm going to tell you now is for anyone, you can use it. If it's not hit your TP, say you're going after 50 or 60 pippers, right? If it's not your TP and a HA white appears, this is what you need to do. And I'll show you. I keep saying I'll show you in a minute, don't I? But it's coming, right? So let's say you took this one here. It actually goes about 80 pips, but let's say terrible entry, and it's still not at your 60 pip TP, and a HA white appears there. Okay, right on that candle. Right, what you need to do is watch momentum. Watch momentum box, right? If it flashes on the Dow 5 or above, you get out. All right, 5 or above, you get out. So in other words, if it flashed 5 red momentum, get out. Okay? If it, anything less than 5, ignore it. Okay, because the green will probably kick in again, and you know you'll get your trade. You had a similar situation here, right? You would have had a HA white here, right? But look, what happened was it might have been 2, 3, 3, 4, and then green, boom. So you would have stayed in the trade based on what I've just told you. Okay, so right, we're going to have a look at a couple of recordings, right? First of all, 19th, and I'm going to give you the examples of this as well. 4:16, where are we? 4:15, 4. Is that it? 4:16. Yeah, so it's building here now, right? Okay. Maybe not the best example. This was it down? Yeah, it was the down. It was the down, right? So line of turn red, everything look confirmed, confirmed. Below the line, lines turn red. This was your trade here. Okay, this trade we're looking at. All right, HA white's there. Now watch what happens as this trade gets going. Okay, so we'll get to the point where the HA white appears. Right, okay, so just go back a little tiny little bit. Right, there's the HA white. Right, I'm going to let it run now, right, because I want you to watch momentum. Right, so what you're looking for here to get out of this trade, because this is basically where you got in. I'll just pause before we go any further. Right, this is basically where you got in. So you've not won your 50 pipper yet. All right, some of you might hold for longer. Sam, pay attention. All right, this is you asked about the disappearing HA whites, mate. This is how to deal with them. Okay, if this momentum flashes red 5, sorry, green 5 or above, get out with that HAY. Okay, I should have done this on Chrome really, but speed it up. But just watch. Okay. This Hanzo will help you uh, a lot, mate. This will stop you. And it's basically all that Giant is doing. He's not looking at the HA whites though. He's just using the momentum. Okay, there, 3, 4. Okay, you're all right. It's got to be 5 or above. Don't forget you were in up here. So you're in somewhere here. Okay, look, it's not really moved against you. If you're using the Nasdaq, I'd be looking for 6 minimum. So you might be out of that now because it's 8. So you might be out of that down move, and you probably would have been a break even on it there. But look at the 5 minute, just breathing. Come on, it was the flash, so I can fast forward. Come on, come on, come on, come on. There you go. Right, flash red again. And look, you can see it clearer here. Look. Okay, you see how it only flashed 3 and 4 green? Right, ignore that. Don't get out with that. If you haven't won, if it hasn't hit your TP here, right, then that's how you deal with possible disappearing HA whites. Okay, red momentum, so you're happy again. Okay, so just watch this, Sam, Hanzo, everybody. just want it to flash again big. So there you go. Look, look. You understand? So this is going to disappear because of this. Do you understand how you stayed in there, Sam? Hans, Thor, Stephanie, you know? You stayed in against that HA White because momentum didn't go above, well, didn't go 5 or above. Okay, so we'll move on. Okay, some of you might like to, hold your trades with these. Fine, you know. Are we going to get another white here? 5-minute yellow. Could get another HA white here. I think we do. But you would have won your 50 now. Do you understand, Hanzo? You would have won your 50 there. Okay, and for those of you wanting to hold for more like Sam, Stephanie, well, you're 100 pips now, over 100 pips now. Okay, and you ignored that HAY because of momentum. This is what you've got to do. This is how you've got to use momentum now. To be honest with you, guys, you didn't even need to pay attention to the HAY. All I'm saying with the HAY whites is you could use it as an exit. You know, you might have a 300 pip move. This one trade I saw in, a bit later on, it was like this. It was 300 pips. And then HA white appeared and you could just, whoop, I'm out. But you don't have to. You've used the momentum. So there was a HA white there. Okay, fine. If momentum flips against me above 5, I'm out. And as I say, if it's the Nasdaq, I would say 6. I think 6 moves it. So you were out. Remember, I'm just going to pause this one, but because you were in this, then that HA white. Mom went to green 8, you got out, break even. Right, back in again. There. Okay, and you've done the same, look. Okay, so anyway, let's see where this HA white. Come on, I'll have to flick on. Right, it's HA yellow, so we're probably going to get HA white here. There it is. There it is. But the last flash I'm on was 11 red. So again, you just do the same thing now, guys. Excuse me. Above 5, get out. Okay. We'll just let this one. But I want to see if we do get it. Oh, look, that's that. So you'd have had one attempt, break even, and the next one, boom, here. Not quite 50, but getting on its way. Eventually, I think this is the way that everyone will end up trading what I'm showing you today, because it's just the best way. Like I say, the amount of 50, 60 pippers you would have won doing this per day. God, easily get to where Darwin is. There's your HA white. Okay, so again, this 5 green or above, we're out. Come on. Come on. We want green. We want green. Giant's been used 3. Giant's been using this for quite some time, and he's not lost a day since he's been doing it, guys. Looking at the momentum for his exits. Okay, it's what Igor does as well. He gets in and then he's watching the momentum. above certain numbers, is either out or he stays in. Three again. Look, this just doesn't go anywhere with three. A little bit rising. Excuse me. Come on. Need to move on. You know what? I've got to flick on because it's not coming, is it? I'm going to do my head in, but I'll just miss it now. You watch. Three. -11. Look, disappeared again. You see what I mean, guys? Like 3 green, 4 greens, nothing. 5 and above. Get to a point where it is. Look, another HA white there. And bam, down again, disappeared. -10. +2. Just want to get to a point. +3. HA white, +3. Come on, give us the +5 so I can just end this goddamn trade. Anybody notice that the candles turn red as well? Like the Nasdaq here, you know what I mean? This is kind of where you were in. Up there, basically. Maybe no, that was that first attempt, wasn't it? And then you were out. Break evenish, -10 maybe. And then in there. Right, I'm gonna have to fast forward. It's kind of taking too long, this guys. But there's a 4. 4. Is it gonna go? Go flash 5. Flash 5. Ooh. Well, you're out the NAS. There you go. 5. You're out. You're out with that. That's how to use it. You had one here, Sam. It disappeared because you were watching the momentum. You had another one here. I think there was another one here. And maybe one over here. But they disappeared because momentum wasn't strong enough to push it up. Okay, so that's how to use to manage HA whites when you're in a trade, Sam. Okay, same with you, Stephanie. If you're in a trade, HA white appears, clock the momentum. If it's 5 and above, close the trade. If it's not, stay in. Okay? Alright, guys, so that was just that particular one there. Okay, and I mean, it turned again anyway, but I would suspect you probably got a bigger pullback at some point. But again, you could have taken it here. But doing that there, Stephanie, I mean, we said you were in here, didn't we? So you're like 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 110, 120, 130, and then it come back here, if you remember. Alright, so you lost 20. So about 110 pips doing that, guys. Using, ignoring the HA whites when momentum said ignore it. If you can all get your heads around this, guys, Hanzo, you're definitely going to win your 50 pippers every day, right? Because you won't be going out until at least the HA white appears, and even then, you've got to watch the momentum, mate. Okay? You'll be able to stay in trades longer, Stephanie. So will you, Sam. So will everybody really. I'm just giving the members who have asked the questions about these disappearing HA whites the heads up on it. Right. Uh, just another couple of examples of this, guys. I think it's on 17th, wasn't it? So what we got? Um, somewhere 236 somewhere here. Um, there was an up trade, wasn't there? Is this it here? I think it's this one here, guys. Again, the HA white was there. Okay, so let's just go back a little bit and look at this. Right, so yeah. So you were in this up trade here, right, and you've just seen the HA white appear there. There. Right, so basically you do the same, guys. You just watch momentum. That's all I'm telling you to do now. Watch momentum. If it flashes -5, close the trade. Okay, if it doesn't, then the chances are it'll flash green again, because anything below a -5 isn't enough to force it against, the flow. Excuse me. And this is the move here, Hans. Look, that was the move. You would have won your 50 pipper there, Hans, so with a good entry. If you didn't, you've probably won it now, right? And all you did was you ignored that until this tells you. Okay, look, it's disappeared. You see it, mate? Guys, you see it, Steph? Okay, and again, I'm just going to flip on. It's a very simple thing to do. You're using momentum and HA whites. Let's see if we get any more. And look at this. You could be riding this, Stephanie, Hans, guys, and just saying to yourself, well, I need a HA white and then momentum to flip against me. So let's get to a point. It's -3 there, -8. Right, that's the other thing, right? Right, we had a -3. In fact, I'll just play it. Right, we had a -3. Then it went to -8. Look, 4, and then it's going to go -8. Right. I'll tell you now, if you see a -8 after a move, just close your trade, because the chances are, there's your 5, right? -8, right? The chances are HA white's going to appear anyway. All right. So on that -5, you would have been closing your trade, and again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You'd have got out with about 70 pips with that one. But Hanzo, you would have definitely won a 50. Same with you, Thor. Stephanie, if you just want to do this for 50 pips, I have no problem, right? What I need you to do now is be more confident in your exit system, Stephanie. Same with you, Hans. You were getting out, and Thor mentioned it's death by 1,000 cuts because you're getting out too early. You're scared of losing. Use this system. Use the whites now. If you get a HA white, watch momentum, okay? Or just watch momentum, because if you were in this trade, Hanzo, here, and this little pullback there, it didn't flash -5. Okay, so if you hadn't won your trade there, which you probably would have anyway, okay, it would have won on one of these two candles there. Okay, nice and simple thing to do. Right, there's just one more I want to show. I can't even remember what it is. Is it this one? Yeah, I think it is this one. Very similar to the last one, actually. Oh, is it a down? I can't remember. Just let me have a look ahead, guys. No, it was the up one. Yeah. So again, I'm not sure. Did we have a HAY at that point there? Or is it just the momentum? Yeah, I don't think there was a HA white here. Was there? When you get in a trade, guys, I use the HA yellows and I'm in virtually straight away. All right, and then the first thing I'm looking for is a HA white because these are telling you it's going to reverse, so you might as well get in with it. Okay, and then look for the white or momentum because it basically the white will appear with momentum. Okay, anyway, let's crack on. Have a look at this again. There's another example of it, right? The HA white's not there, but -5, and look, it dropped 30 pips. So if your trade hadn't won there, Hanzo, right, that went -5, right? Just close the trade. You can always get back in, mate, because you close your trade, and if you'd closed it on that -5 there, you probably won 30 pips anyway, Hanzo. One, two, yeah, you'd have won 30 or 40 pips there, depending on how quick you were in this HA yellow. Do you understand? So it's a very, very simple thing to do, and it's basically all that Giant's doing at the moment. And as I say, he's having great success with it, guys. Um, you know, probably not using the HA whites, but and just using momentum. But it's as I say, I think everybody at the moment should be focusing on this kind of stop loss strategy, right? To me it makes sense because momentum is telling you basically that it's turning. All right, again, crack on. Yeah, you see, it'd have been well out. You see how the HE white was late, Hansel. You know, see, we're out on the -5. Anyway, let's see what happens here. Does it shoot up again, or because it's not, really decided on rule 2 yet? Look, red, green, and not below here. I would think it's going down here. So, but again, if you had a choice between the Dow and the Nasdaq, you should have chose the Nasdaq, right? Because it's flowing and the line is pure red, okay? Whereas this one is trying to turn, okay, but it's not turned red. All right, but anyway, I'm not gonna tell you guys what pair to trade, just how to trade. Again, Steph, you could have taken this on here, and again, Hanzo, you could have taken it on because -5, you're out. So it would have cost you nothing to have a go at that. In fact, you would have won it now, 50 pip at there. All right. So anyway, let's just have a quick flick through and see if the reversals actually happen now with the whites. There you go. Hit your whites. Hits the 15-minute on his line. That's the trade there, right? That sets up your next move. But you still haven't got rule 2 when that happens. That should be your last attempt down if you're attempting a trade down against the whites, right? Because that will happen. Not always. It's more likely to happen. And again, look, flipped up HABB band. Look at this move. You got your white straight away. No HA white. Momentum, it's not turned yet. In fact, we'll watch these at the moment. And again, look at the Dow. Hanzo, you would have definitely got a 50 pipper in. Okay, -4. I want to flick on, but yeah. So eventually you got your -5 with the HA white. So out again and again. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 110, 120. Out for about 90 pips if you did the open TP version of this. All right. Okay. That might be your way. Stephanie, Sam, I would expect you to try and hold as well. Um, Unreal, guys, unreal. And again, just highlighting, 1 hour BB band blues, 5 minute white appears, stop taking it down. Okay, 15 white appears, confirms that rule 2 is coming. It doesn't actually give you rule 2, it just says that rule 2 is coming, and you could have been ready to take this one up because you'd had your 15 orange line bounce there and you were on a flipped up HABB band again. You would have got a 50 pipper in there. These are 8 pip candles, by the way, guys. Definitely got 50 pipper in there. Alright, anyway, let's just flip through and we'll see if we get some more. Did go a bit messy after that, but again, using the momentum strategy. Look, Giant tells me he has some break evens and some small wins and some small losses. That's expected, guys, doing this. But at the end of the day, I don't want to see Stephanie getting minus 40 again, or Hans a minus 60 or whatever he was the other day, minus 48, I think. I don't want to see that. Okay, and this is the way to avoid that. Okay, using this kind of system. Okay. I suppose you could say the line went red again there, so there was another trade in here. HA yellow again, Renko white. Sorry, HA yellow, HA white. And again, we are getting into after session now. A bit messy, but green line here. So you would have only been taking the ups here. Hands up. Look, that one was a winner. That was a winner. This one, you would have had to get out because momentum would have flipped against you there. You can tell the red candle, and it would have been minus 5 or more. Right, but then HA yellow again, back in, boom. HA yellow, boom. Not 50 pip, as you can see there. It's, you just struggle to get 50 pipper, but again, it is after sessions. Sometimes they do go a bit slow. Not often, but that one you'd have definitely got 50 pipper. Right, so does everybody understand? This is what I want you to do, guys. If you can do this, man, oh man, will you win trades. Look, another one here, Stephanie. Look at this. HABB band. You're in. White follows. This here. Right? Let's just backtrack on this one and see if it made us get out. Minus 7. Yeah, you would have been out. Okay. Minus 7. But you'd have won your 50 pipper anyway. Look. That's it there. So you'd have won your 50 pipper. You'd have won your 50 pipper there. Guys, I know Darwin's pushing on now, right? Like some days he has 3-0, other days 8 or 9, 8 or 9-0, right? You need to start earning, so you need 3-0, okay, or 100 pips a day, 500 pips a week, and it won't be long before you're up in your lot size, okay, and you'll be chasing Darwin, okay. So, guys, yeah, I think as far as the entries and exits using HA whites and momentum is concerned, is going to help a lot of you, right? So you all seem to understand that. I'll be pushing it all week. So now we're just going to have a quick look again at the reversing systems, right? And I mean by the reversing systems, the way to use the whites. Okay, I mean gold on this particular day. Look at this 15-minute time frame here. No blues. But anyway, so we will get past do that again. Look, confirming signal there, the 15 minute, and look what happened. And I know Stephanie loves the 1 hours as well. And this particular move is this. Oh yeah, that would have been opening bell. But look at that, you know. Oh, let's get to a point. So right, you're getting blues 5 minute wide now. Yeah, LTBB bands, right? So hands out, don't take that down. You can do, it's up to you if you're gonna use momentum to get out, right? But I think you did wisely the other day when you left it until it reversed. You know, you'll always pick a big one up when you do that. Okay, so basically you're looking for 15 white now to confirm, and then keep an eye on the HABB bands. They will flip up if it goes up. Okay, all right, you miss one, Hans. It won't always win that. That's my point, guys. Sometimes these win. Other times it's like, you know, um, they don't. So it's up to you whether you continue trading against the blues and whites. Um, it's hard to say because, like I say, sometimes they do that. You know, other times they don't. Anyway, let's push on. Yeah, it did it again. But that was the 15 orange line. That one you can tell there. So that would have been okay. That, you know, Hans, I've said in the past that that's probably the last trade to the downside when you get that reversal set up in. At the moment, this is very strong. So you probably have to wait for this one. To reverse. Anyway, you did it right the other day, Hans. There's your white again. So now, again, we're looking for the 15 to confirm. As I say, you can go against the 5 whites. Just protect yourself if you want to do that, Hansel, because the flow is quite obviously down, right? It's just, you know, if this is in the back of your mind, you take the whites, use the momentum as your exits, you know. So if you take the trades against the white, just use the momentum like as an exit. Anyway, let's quickly, long video again. White again. Yep, another move down against it. This is what can happen though when you're dealing with these really strong trends. You don't get the 15 white, don't confirm. Okay, like there. See that one got it. Row 2's in. Yes. 1 hour on time, 4 hour on time. It's that there that's a bit worrying. Might come back down again shortly. Anyway, yeah, I think you all understand what I'm trying to convey here about the reversals. You've got to, I think, get that 15 white as well when you're dealing with things like this. Otherwise, it's just risky. Better off going with the flow. Anyway, that one pulled back to the 15. Oops. And then it went, look. That's what happens with rule 2, guys. Once rule 2 comes in on the 15, it comes back to the 15-minute orange line. So again, there's another one here that I think Sarge would have probably lost there. You know? Whereas if he'd just said, no, I've got to wait for it to come back here, he would have won. This one got in here, might have had to get out, but then got back in. And the line had turned green there, so you were right. Anyway, 15 whites just appeared here. There we go. Boom. You know, and that again. Look, in. This is again here, like Sarge. Look, in. Mom flips -5. Get out. In. Probably won the 50 pipper there. Yeah, I think you would because this one here, that is that. So yeah, I think you would have won 50 pipper there, and definitely again there. Okay. Um, so yeah, guys, I think if everybody trades this way, you'll be a lot more confident. Um, in whether it's in direction or whether it's your actual entries. How do I enter? How do I exit? Using the momentum, like I said there. Some of you will use the HA whites, right? I would use them for exits if you're doing longer term trades. Look at it, then watch momentum. If it goes above 5 on the Dow, get out with the HA white. If it goes above 6 on the Nasdaq, get out with that HA white. And take whatever you've got. Other than that, 50 peppers, you'll make quite a few uh, during the day doing this, guys. Yeah, and I think if everybody can start doing this, other than Darwin, he doesn't need any help anymore, does he? Awesome, mate. Awesome. All right, all right, guys.